what an awesome guy! What an awesome story. All year he's given us a chance to win, and every time he's in there, it seems like he's standing on his head. So super proud of him. Not an easy thing to do too. Really hard. So very happy for him.
Leon, you come back and you give up the late goal. There's obviously, I'm assuming, a lot of frustration. How do you make calm in that moment as you're line to regroup going into?
Yeah, I thought Kaner did an unbelievable job there. When things like that happen, it's a bit of a shock, and sometimes you can get on your heels a little bit and just let's get this into overtime. But he goes in, he forechecks hard. That goal is all Kaner.
Another big goal from Evan. That's 2 game winners at crucial times for you. Just
yeah.
Shot of his.
Yeah. Great player. It's been amazing for us, obviously, all year, and especially in big moments. So it's a big goal for us.
You guys were rolling 4 lines deep into this game. I feel like this was a real night where everybody got a chance.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone contributed. Everyone played well. That's the way we have to play. But that being said, sometimes, from the outside, I think it's easy to, be on the coach and say, why is he playing guys so much? In certain moments, that's it's just the way that the game goes sometimes. But definitely more of the rhythm and game that makes us a really good team.
You control that game for a long time. Is there ever any frustration having been able to kind of take advantage of that into more goals?
I wouldn't say frustration, but I definitely think that we deserve a couple more goals falling our way, or maybe a bounce or 2 going our way to maybe really take the game over and make it 3-0 or whatever it is. But their goalie is playing really well, and you got to continue to fight sometimes till obviously the last second. So good job by us sticking with them.
Leon, what do you like about the way you guys have defended as a team? They've had chances, but for the most part, you've really cut down on how you defend.
Yeah, really good. I mean, thought very limited looks for them. I think in the second, we lost our game a little bit for a couple minutes, 5-6 minutes span there where, they made some nice plays and hemmed us in a little bit. That's going to happen. They're a good team, so. But thought we weathered it well, and then, even the third, I thought we played pretty well, and then obviously 2 quick ones, unfortunate, but glad we got the win.
Yeah, as a follow-up to that, some changes to the defense pairings tonight, and those guys have to kind of move around and do some different things. How did you find that those guys were able to kind of adapt?
Yeah, really good. I don't think anyone's overly worried about our decor, shuffling the deck or moving pieces around. They're all, established, really good hockey players. They know what to do. So, great job back there.
We're down to a best of 3 here. These series are always about teams raising their game and getting better at the end when it counts the most. Where do you think your game is, and do you got a place to?
Yeah, I think our game is good. I think we got another gear. I think we have another step. Maybe in terms of offense, I think there's another gear. There's another step for us, and obviously we're looking to find that.
Just the highs and lows in such a short time.
I mean, awesome, obviously. Great ending to it. Would I have liked us to just ride that out and win 2-1? Yeah. But it was kind of like when they scored, we played too good of a game to not win this one. It was something that at least I was feeling out there that we're going to get them, whether it's now or in the overtime. That is obviously hard to tell, but it was really nice to see that one go in.
This is a couple for Evan Bouchard now in this series, just that shot, sort of clutch in big moments.
Yeah, I mean, I think I said most of it in Vancouver a couple of nights ago. I mean, he's no moment's too big for him. He's playing his game. He doesn't care what time of the game it is, what time of year it is. He's just playing his way, and that's what I love about him, and that's what's going to make him have a unbelievable career in this league.
Pickard comes in, first playoff start, just solid.
Absolutely. I'm so happy for him. He's just been unbelievable for us this year, the way he stepped in. First of all, off the ice, he's a tremendous guy. He just lifts the room up. He's funny. He's really funny. But also, I love his mindset coming in here. I mean, it's, you know, never started a playoff game and comes in and just, you can tell from when I got here at 5:30, like he was just in his own, and just the way he carried himself tonight out on the ice, just killer mindset, and just went out and delivered for us. And yeah, he is huge part for this win.
Can you talk about the strides your team made on the defensive side of the puck tonight and the discipline you guys showed all throughout the game?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was alluding to earlier, that I would have liked it to stay 2-1 and we could have just battled it out. But again, I thought you're looking at the game for 55 minutes. I really like what we're doing out there. I think we control most of the actions, and again, think we maybe should have had a goal or two more. It hasn't gone for us yet, but it's an even series now, so we'll take that and get this best of 3 going.
Can you just explain the mood, I guess, of the team after they tied it up and your ability to kind of regroup that quickly to get that game-winning goal?
Well, it's such a quick turnaround, right? So it's not that we got much time to think about it, but we went right back in their zone and tried to go after it, and obviously got that goal, so that was big for us.
Yes, there were some changes to the defensive pairings tonight. How did you think the other two pairs kind of did and worked through that?
I thought everyone played good on D. I thought we limited their chances. I didn't think they had many great A's, and yeah, I thought everybody played well.
Game, you know, you had it in control. Kind of take me through your range of emotions on what you saw, and then from start to finish in the third.
You know, I thought we spent more time in the defensive zone. I don't think we gave up very many chances. The 2 goals, one was a block from our defenseman that bounced right to the guy in the slot. I think there was that one, and then the other one, you know, the 6-on-5 was shot, and the traffic there goes off a shin pad in the net, and you know, not much we can do there. But you know, overall, we spent a little more time in the defensive zone. Probably being a little more safe. That's just human nature, not wanting to make the big mistake and not pressing as much as we were in the first and second period. But you know, I don't think we gave up many chances.
Leon mentioned after the second goal in the third that, you know, sometimes you maybe can deflate and sit back, and he praised Kane for, you know, getting on the forecheck and really kind of setting up that goal. As a coach, are you thinking, okay, let's just get it to overtime? And you know, what did you make of the winning goal?
No, we're going to finish the 60 minutes, and now we're not going to want to sit back. We put out 2 guys that were fresh, Kaner, Dylan. They had been playing much with the lead at the end of the game, and you know, Leon put that line together, and you know, it was nice to have the fresh legs to go in there and forecheck and create the turnover. You know, there's a lot of good plays on that. One was obviously it starts with Kaner on the forecheck. Another one, Leon made a great pass to Bush and makes a great shot, but also a little subtlety is the Ekholm keeping the puck in at the blue line. I believe he used his skate to keep that in, and you know, a lot of good things. And usually it's just not one guy making a nice play, it's a lot of guys. So, you know, I'm happy for our guys, because after giving up that late goal, when you feel like you've won it, you had a 2-goal lead and they tie it up, it'd be hard to rebound, and they did well.
Kris, Calvin Pickard, what did you think of his performance tonight?
He looked like a guy that had played 100 playoff games. Composed, you know, really solid. Seeing the puck really well. I know there was one third period, they sifted one from the blue line, and there was 5 or 6 bodies in front of him. He snagged it. We weren't sure from the bench where we were standing if he was going to see that. You know, a lot of nice plays. And then not only that, but just the confidence being that. I don't know how many times he played the puck really well, and you know, that's not a guy who's nervous at all. He's enjoying it.
He had never started a playoff game until tonight. What gave you faith, based on what you've seen from him over the last few months, that he could come in here and perform?
You know, since I've been here in mid-November, I've been impressed with how well he's played. The few games that maybe his stats say he wasn't very good, I think go back to maybe December, but I know in front of him, we didn't play very well. We just left him out there to dry, and didn't defend well, and I put no ownership on him not playing well, or maybe even the Dallas. I believe he played the second one there. But continually, his starts have been solid. No matter how long he sat, a week, 2 weeks, we have a lot of confidence in him, and, he came up big tonight.
Kris, when you're making the decision to go with Cal and you're kind of working through the calculus of that, how much comfort did it give you the way your team has defended these playoffs in front of your goalie?
Yeah, a lot. You look at our expected goals, chances that we've given up. I believe we're number one in the NHL right now. So we've done a good job defending and not giving up very much. And our players sometimes they're going to make mistakes. It's hockey. You can't play a perfect game. No one's ever played a perfect game. And I'm happy with our guys, how well they've done. And like I said, we'll get back to picks. We've had confidence in him coming in relief, and he did it again tonight.
You had a lead for the first time since game one. In terms of flow of the game and ice time deployment, the big talking point after last game was ice time for 97 and 29. You're able to kind of get that back into rhythm, but also maybe, look at some other things, change up your D pairs. How much does just having the lead and playing with that help you?
Yeah, no, it's a lot easier when you have the lead. And also a lot of credit, our fourth line, Janmark, Ryan, Brown. They gave us a lot of quality minutes, and they gave us a lot of quality minutes against some of their good players. And it wasn't like we were playing them out against fourth line. I think they had just as many shifts against their fourth line as they did against their first and second line. So, when you got that, it makes it a lot easier for, allotment of ice time.
Noticed on ice this morning you had some conversations with some of those depth players. What was your message to them? Did maybe some of that translate onto the ice tonight and what you got from them and on the kill as well?
I know it was difficult for them to play those other last two games with the ice time allotted the way it was. And when you're sitting on the bench for a while and then you go back out there after a long period and then you're expected to perform at your best, it's difficult for a player. And just, the idea that was we're going to be using everybody a little bit more, and especially the guys that were going. And, we needed certain guys to step up and play a certain role, and, we need more of a team effort. And I thought the guys really responded and played well.
You expect to go back with Pickard again next game?
We will make that decision, but his body of work tonight allows us to have a lot of confidence in him if we did do that.
And one from Cam, he was asking about what scoring a late goal like that can do for your team's overall confidence moving forward.
I think it does a lot. I think we've responded well. I think throughout the year, we showed that we're mature and we can handle adversity. Well, there's not much more adversity than, giving up a 2-goal lead late in the game the way we did and coming up big and scoring late in the third period. So, just makes the win even sweeter.
Kris, you've talked about Calvin Pickard's body of work this season, how comfortable and confident you were in him. But he didn't play a lot against playoff-bound teams this year. Did that give you any kind of cause for pause in making this decision? And was that kind of a factor at all in your thinking?
Yeah, we did consider that he hadn't been playing, for a long period of time. And, was it a little more difficult, whether than he played, let's just say 3 days ago when he had a stellar game, it's easier to come back with him because that body of work, that he was good. But throughout the regular season, there's been weeks and 10 days maybe between starts, and he was able to show us that he could do it. But also another thing that gives a coach a lot of confidence is what he sees in practice. When I see a guy battling, looking sharp, and it's easier to make that decision.
You changed obviously 2 of your defensive pairings. What went into that decision, and how did you think those 2 groupings did?
We won. I think that was a good move. So we'll look at it and look at the chances and were they positive or negative. But ultimately, we're here for to get the victory, and we did that. So I'm going to say it was a success.
You talked about how you liked the all the way today. Is that a line you're comfortable running in the next game here?
I don't see there's any reason to not give Dylan more responsibilities than he had tonight. I thought he was in on the forward check. I thought he played well with the puck, good on the wall in the defensive zone, fresh legs, quick. You know, he's a guy that takes away time and space, and he's also a guy who's a threat to score goals. So, yeah, I definitely consider keeping him up in the top six. And you know, it might change a little bit now that we are not the home team. That'll affect my decision making.
The penalty kill was something that kind of struggled in Game 3 here, but it came up big in the first period. You just tell me how you liked how they played on the kill.
It did. You talk about moments that could absolutely kill our momentum. You know, in the first period, I thought 5-on-5 we were really dialed in, 4 lines playing solid. And then we take 6 minutes in penalties, and that could deflate us. And, you know, I thought, you know, it didn't deflate us. I think it gave us even more energy. Those, you know, mostly 6 forwards and 4 defensemen, they came up big with some nice plays. And, of course, the goaltender. You don't have a good penalty kill without a good goaltender.